All right, what's going on, you guys? Nick here with Nick Strength and Pokemon. In today's video, pretty interesting one. So McDonald's Pokemon promo cards. They've been all the hype lately. Everybody was buying all the Happy Meals, trying to get these promo cards. And something interesting, something really interesting, just 2021 McDonald's promo card Holo Pikachu just sold on eBay for $17,700. This is a card that was just released at McDonald's this days, or it's been like a week or two. This is insane. So this is the first, from what I understand in the listing, this is the first PSA 10 of this Pikachu card. It sold for $17,700 with 44 bids, and it was a legit sale. This is sold, from what I understand, the buyer has paid and it benefited charity. So the seller has 100% positive feedback, only a feedback score of 15. But if you go down, it is for charity. 10% of this sale of this item will benefit the Ronald McDonald House Charities of Greater Washington, D.C., Inc. So it was a charitable auction, which is pretty cool. Then you go down a little bit more. 2021 let's look at the description here. So 2021 McDonald's 25th anniversary promo Pikachu Holo, 25 out of 25. PSA 10 Gem Mint, supposedly the first ever. Population 1. Review images for this is pretty insane. It's pretty cool too, because what does this mean for the future of these McDonald's cards? I'm sure that a lot of us bought these cards hoping that they would be very collectible, hoping they would grade, and once they're graded, they would be very sought after. $1,700. Now, the real question is going to be, how much of a this card, Population 1, which is not true because there's another one on eBay right now and the bidding starts at $600. So how much of this being the first card ever, how much of a premium does that add to the value of the card? How much does the whole charitable aspect of this listing add? They're very interesting things. This could set a pretty high precedent for the rest of the Pikachu. Most sought after card in the McDonald's set right now. It's the most valuable card in the set right now. With loose cards, let's pull up the loose card listings here. The loose cards of this are selling for an average of 40, 50 bucks, some of them as high as 60, 69 bucks. All the recent sales in February, it looks like $40, $50, $60 range. So nothing crazy for the loose card. But in a PSA 10, apparently it's worth $17,700. Now, obviously, there aren't going to be a whole lot of PSA 10s right now. PSA is incredibly backed up with the orders that they already have. So anybody that has sent in a McDonald's promo lately likely sent it in bulk, and it's probably going to be a year or more before they get that card back. So it's going to be hitting eBay. So right now, all of these cards are probably little to no population because no one has gotten these cards graded back unless they did like a super express order or maybe a walk. And it's going to be a while before most people do. So how long will these cards that I'm sending to PSA tomorrow? And we'll see what happens with the price, but let's go back to eBay here for a second because I wanted to show you guys this. There's another Pikachu listed right in the Gem Mint 2021 Pikachu McDonald's promo. It is the Holo variation, 25 out of 25. You got the little card with the date on it there. It's going for $600. I think it says there's a population of 4 right now. So at the time that he got his card, Grand 4. So this is going to be the listing to watch to determine the future of these Pikachu cards. If this is going to sell for thousands of dollars, or if it's going to barely sell for $6,000. It's got 4 days, 16 hours left with 0 bids. Basically, just came out. In the first auction, it had like 1,000 people watching that auction. It had a ton of interest. I think a lot of people wanted to see what the first PSA card from that set was going to fetch. I was interested in it. I was sitting here on my phone watching the auction. And I was like, man, this is crazy that this is about to go for almost $20,000. So everybody kind of knew the McDonald's cards were going to be valuable. They were going to be sought after, and I'm sure a lot of people were expecting and planning on getting them graded. But did we expect that the first one out of the gate would go for $17,700? Getting our PSA returns back of these cards, it's not going to be fetching that kind of premium. I think this might have been some kind of a fluke in pricing. Not to say that it was an accident promo cards. I think this is kind of a one-time thing. So you see this number, this crazy $18,000 sale. I'm sure everybody getting their cards graded right now thinks they're going to be fetching that amount of money for their Pikachu if it comes back in a 10. PSA graded card in that set. Now, that being said, do I think it's going to sustain a 7? Possible. As many as these cards came out, I think the main factor is the fact that it was the first one. There's none on the market right now, except for this other one that we're looking at right here. And I think the scarcity purpose of getting them graded, and a lot of people, if they picked any card from that set to get graded, they probably picked the Pikachu and the Charmander, Squirtle, and Bulbasaur. So this is going to be an interesting thing to watch. I'm going to be watching this $600 listing over the next 4 days and see what this sells for. Now, if this one goes for $17,000, then we've got something interesting on our hands. This is, I don't know. Whether you're in the game to flip cards or in the game to collect, it's certainly cool to see these kind of valuations on a card that literally just came out in mass-produced quantities for a Happy Meal promo. I mean, most of us that are Pokemon collectors got one of these packs. It wasn't that scarce of a thing. It's kind of hard to get now. But I think most of us got our hands on some form of these 40, 50 bucks. So that'll be the other thing to watch in the future, is if the price of these loose single cards, ungraded, if those go through the roof to hundreds of dollars per card. So something to keep an eye on, something that might potentially be another explosion, one of the next card. I don't know, man. It's a card to watch. I really don't think it's going to hold that $17,700 value. It's an insane price to sell for, but damn, it is cool to see a sale like that in the Pokemon marketplace. It's just fun. It's fun to watch this stuff, man. As a collector, again, I haven't flipped any of my stuff yet. I haven't sold anything. But as a collector, having a bunch of these Pikachus in my collection, man, it's cool to see one of those to hold this kind of crazy value. Or do you think this is a one-time thing, it's a fluke, and once everybody gets their PSA returns back, this is going to be like a $500 card in a 10? Who knows? Let me know in the comment section below. Give the video a thumbs up. Subscribe if you have not subscribed already. As always, I love you guys. Appreciate you guys. Nick Strength and Pokemon signing out.